All right, so we have the sign in and sign up screens. Now the next thing we want is our backend, right? So we don't have the backend yet. So even though we have the form, when you sign up or sign in, nothing happens because we don't have the backend, right? So if you go to the screens, sign in, for example, when the button is pressed, we are making a post request to this endpoint where we're sending all this information, and then that's how we're going to log the user in or save in the database, all that stuff. To do that, you need to have a backend. So you need to have a database connection, and you will be interacting your front end, your mobile application will be interacting with your backend to save certain things in the database, get something from the database, that standard server or API. That's what we need. Now, developing API from scratch is going to take some time, obviously, and that is something you need for all the projects, right? You need to have the backend, you need to have the authentication, the most importantly. You need to have the login and registration system, and if you want to use that in production, you also need to have the forgot password feature. So you will be sending some kind of a password reset code to their email address, all that standard authentication. That is something you need for almost any application you build, and that happens to me as well. Sometimes I want to create a project for myself, for my personal use, or for my work, or for creating courses. Every time I have to create this authentication again and again and again. Now, I've had enough of that. So I have created a tool which is extremely exciting. And this is the first time I'm going to actually give it a try. So with that, in just a couple of seconds, you're going to have your backend up and running with complete authentication. Now, if that sounds like a dream, that's not a dream, that is reality. I guess I have developed the package which will give you the ability to generate authentication with complete Node Express API in just a matter of seconds. So to start using that, obviously we have to have the database connection. So you can use Mongo Atlas, get the connection string from Mongo Atlas, or if you have the MongoDB installed locally, you can use that as well. And then to send the email for this forgot password feature, you're going to sign up to SendGrid, and that's all you need. You put that in the environment variables, and you have the server up and running. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So let me go to, you can search for Kaloraat GitHub. And I have created this Kaloraat. This is an NPM package, which is a helper tool for generating routes, controllers, models, and most importantly, the full authentication system in Node.js. All right, so all you have to do is install Kaloraat globally. So npm install-g Kaloraat. You run that command, and then you create a folder wherever you want to create a server. For example, you can create a folder by the name of server, and then from inside that folder you will run this command Kaloraat make auth, and that will give you the complete authentication system ready to go. Okay, so this is a dream come true. So I have the steps here, so you can see update your environment files, the variables there, with real MongoDB connection URI, and SendGrid API keys to start using emails. So we're going to sign up to Mongo Atlas, get the connection string, and get the API keys from SendGrid, put that in the environment variables, and that is all you need to do. Then you will run npm install to install all the packages, and then npm start, and you will have your server running with complete authentication. You can go visit this URL and have a look at the running API. All right, and then each time, all this we will be covering. So each time you create a new routes file, you need to make sure to import that in the index.js, and that's about it. For password reset, the email will be sent. Now, if email, usually in production you need to have the email address ending with the domain name. So if you don't have that, most of the time it goes to the spam folder. So make sure to check the spam folder when you testing the forgot password reset feature. And what are the authentication endpoints are available? For example, sign up, sign in, forgot password, and reset passwords. Those endpoints are available, and they are in routes auth.js. So you can always go and have a look. All right, so that was a bit of an introduction about what we're going to do. So in the next video, we're going to install Kaloraat globally so that we can start using this command that will give us the complete authentication system in matter of seconds.